So for the second time this season, we are giving up on a Jets game, and the game's not even over yet. Brian, you and I actually watched the first half of this game together at the bar a little while ago, and we called it quits at halftime because it was, as usual, the Jets offense is, I don't want to say inept. They always come up so damn short.
Yeah.
There are some crucial. By the way, it's like 46 seconds with like 27 so far. It's just 27-6 actually. No,
Yeah, we
that's
need
the
to wait for
score.
the game to be over.
Yeah,
I'm behind.
We're just like,
yeah, it's a complete collapse. It's a complete collapse, and I think it was just. I mean, Garrett Wilson's fumble, that is what really just like took the wind down in my sails. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is how the game's gonna go. And then Brees Hall had a few errors too as well, a few fuck ups. And it just there was that one play where Zach Wilson could have got a first down, and then he just lost it to Brees Hall, who got tackled. And there was a guy at the bar that was like, why didn't you just run and get the first down? There was this guy that was pissed at the bar.
Fan.
Yeah.
They showed the reverse angle on the play, like what your angle would be like if you were on the Jets line looking down the field. And there was no one on the left side of the field. All he had to do was run like 30 feet to his left, and he would have been fucking clear. Even if they would have gotten to him, he would have gotten the first down. But anyway.
I'm just glad because like I left at halftime and like my satellite was, I have this like little ghetto satellite kind of thing that like helps me get some like channels, and that was like screwing up. So like at that point I was just like I was getting to the point where I was like, you know what, the universe doesn't want me to see what's about to happen right now.
Because sparing you the pain.
Because God loves you because he doesn't want you to watch the end of that. And I gotta say, Brian, as somebody who hangs out with you, who's like one of your friends and everything, it did kind of hurt me a little bit, because at the beginning of the game, we were sitting there, we were drinking beers. You mentioned like, Zach Wilson's handsome a couple times and you were pumped up for the game. We were talking about like, oh, dude, there's almost beat the Chiefs. They beat the Eagles. The Jets are on the rise. And then literally 2 minutes into the game, the wheels already start falling off. I mean, it was just like, it was one of those things where it was started from up here and just.
Yeah.
No, complete implosion. Just complete implosion.
They had that one drive in the third that it was still in reach. It was like 17-6, and they blew it, and that was it. That was the final nail. After that,
and you know what? Like I was just like, my buddy was like texting like the dog, like basically texting the dog on fire. The dog when he's in the house is on fire. He's like, this is fine. Yeah, basically that with a Jets hat on, and I was like, okay, like let's not go there yet. let's not burn everything down yet. But
8 minutes later,
it seemed like okay, this is where it is. This is where, because I don't want to be, and we're going to talk about the Mets too. I'm going to just, maybe it's a temporary lapse of sanity, but like I don't want to be the Mets and Jets fan that always is just completely pessimistic. Even though that's like our MO, we're always pessimistic because our lives suck. For the most part, like I'm just like, okay, like there's pessimistic because we've dealt with so much pain in the past, and then there's just realistic, like okay, like a 14-3 score, like we can come back. We've beat better teams before, which is so like weird, like how inconsistent this is. Zach. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, I was just gonna say they have come back. I mean, we saw it when they beat the Giants. I mean, they still had it in them to look, it's a third quarter, they're losing, but this Jets team.
I want to wait, Mike. I want to cut you off. I'm sorry, but that is not the example of the game I would use to give the Jets fans some hopium. Because the Giants would have, if they would have made one of two field goals that they missed, they would have won the game. You got to use the Eagles game as the example of the Jets taking the game.
Yeah.
That's the game you got to use.
Recent memory. Yeah. No, it's a good point. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, but
no, it's whatever.
Brian, dude, honestly, man, I give you credit. because you are trying so hard to not go full doomerism on this, but like I can feel you like treading quicksand emotionally a little bit, man. I really can. It sucks.
Because you know why I'm not a well, I've already went full doomer when Aaron Rodgers got injured 4 snaps in. I was just like, okay, like, I mean, like, I went through a range of emotions, and it's like, I mean, listen, like,
Yeah.
after that, I mean, that was pretty much the season for me, and like, because I was always like Zach Wilson, and he's, he's made improvements, and I would definitely smash, no question about it. I would definitely hit that, but like, there's no. Like anything good that happens this season is just extra because like I've already just set the bar so low, after Aaron Rodgers got hurt. So like, great, we beat the Eagles. Great, we almost beat the Chiefs. Great, we had that win against the Giants, even though the Giants are terrible and it should have been. If you beat the Eagles, you should have beat the Giants.
I'm not even.
We don't
even. We're going to fucking talk about the Giants. I think in the rest of the season,
Yeah,
I really think we can find better stuff to talk about in the show. They're such a goddamn disappointment.
But I guess my point is like I'm just kind of like, okay, like I'm not depressed over it because like I kind of just was like after Aaron Rodgers got hurt, like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay.
Playing with
so anything, exactly. That's a good way to put it, Mike. Yeah, so it's sort of a bonus. All right, that's a good way to put it, Brian.